everyone? It's your boy Jim Reacts, and right now I'm here with my favorite girl here, Luca
Halisi.
Luca Halisi. All right, so we are here together today to have a mukbang. We're filming a mukbang. The restaurant of choice today is going to be Hot Stuff. It's a local favorite here in the South Nashville area of Antioch. They have lots of cool stuff. You'll see I'll put the menu and all that stuff and the link in the description in case you ever, want to stop by and check them out. So definitely, how you been?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah,
you good?
Good.
So last time we were together, what were you doing?
We were reviewing music last time.
We were reviewing music.
This is,
yes,
while that was fun, I'm excited about eating.
Yes. So, definitely let's go ahead and go get into this. We'll just unveil what we have here. So, as you can see right now, I decided to just go with the sweet heat barbecue wings and some fries. And what do you have?
I have hot wings. The flavor profile is hot. And then I have catfish, and that flavor profile is mild.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, that looks good. All right, so everybody who's anybody knows that they also have some good, I call them ghetto teas.
And you have to have
Frank's
Red Hot.
Because we put that wet on everything.
Yes, and they give you these.
Yeah.
But if you're eating catfish with this, you're not doing it right. You have to eat catfish with
Catfish.
Red Hot.
Catfish.
Hashtag sponsored.
Yeah. So, let's see. So yeah, we definitely have some good stuff here. So let's get to eating. Let's see what this is like. Let's see.
I think I'm just gonna break them apart.
Yeah,
I can make it into a sandwich.
You got fish.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I get a piece of that fish, girl?
You can.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is it catfish?
Catfish.
Ooh, I ain't had a good piece of catfish. A good piece of mullet in a minute.
So good.
Okay.
We gotta try this.
Ooh, the sweet heat flavor. I'm not a spicy fan, but the sweet heat gives me a little kick from my barbecue. But this was an extra kick today.
Is it really spicy? I'm sorry.
But spicy for you is different from me. Like, I don't do
really
anything spicy. And you're adding hot sauce on it. Let me try this.
Because it's not spicy. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, spicy.
Oh, that's some good fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How was your week?
It was good. Long,
Long?
but good. Making moves. Making money moves.
Money moves?
Yep.
Gotcha.
What about you?
It was good. Can't complain. It's raining real nasty out here today.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
So
what's been going on this week? What's going on in pop culture news this week?
I think the thing that stood out the most to me was Ayesha Curry.
Wow. I could not wait to get over here to ask you about what you thought about the Ayesha Curry situation.
Yeah.
Like, you as a married woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know you have strong opinions about things and stuff like that. And, she got lit up. I'll put some of the information, what happened. Mm-hmm. But she got lit up. So basically, just a little background for those who don't, know what's going on. She went on to Jada Pinkett Smith's show, Red Table Talk. And she went there and kind of just spilled the beans on a lot of stuff. Like, she discussed how she felt a little, almost kind of inadequate in a way, because, with her husband being this popular basketball player, Steph Curry, who's getting his attention, people throw themselves, women throw themselves at him and stuff like that. And she just feels a little different because she doesn't get that kind of same attention.
Right.
So, I don't know. You have, like, a lot of social media people were out this week, and they were saying, you had those on one side saying, you had people on one side saying, you're a married woman. You're married to Steph Curry. you don't position yourself as that type of person to crave that type of attention. Right. So why do you want it?
Right.
And then you have, a lot of people, a lot of women who can honestly, kind of empathize with her in a way. It's like, yeah, sometimes, you do want that opposite male attention, even if you're married. But so what do you think about that? Do you would you feel different if guys just stopped trying to look at you and holler at you, even though you're a happily married woman?
I think I'll just say it like this. I think the reason people kind of were so on one side or the other about it is because they look at it like she is a woman who is married to Steph Curry. She has millions upon millions of dollars. She has a beautiful family, beautiful kids. She has everything she wants and needs from what we see and from what she said herself. So I think they're like, what more could you want? Why would you want attention from these dusty dudes, as they said it, when you have someone like Steph Curry that adores her, according to what she puts out and just what we see. So with that being said, I think at the same time she also just she also just sees herself as Steph Curry's wife. People see her that way. They see her as just as Steph's wife. She's a mom. And I think sometimes when you have kids and you become a wife, maybe you feel you lose your identity a little bit, especially when you're in a high profile relationship like that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe she just meant it as okay, it'd be nice if I can reject someone, which is a weird thing, you know what I mean?
But do you seriously think that I find it very hard to believe that she does it. Is she just not in those situations where she?
Well, I think it's a couple things. I think a lot of, especially in the black community, I think black love is a big thing. We love to see power couples that have great relationships. You can look at them as relationship goals, and so when you see. You don't really want to disrespect his wife like that when they look at him in a certain light. So they don't want to just come at her. And at the same time, she also isn't an insta-thought. She doesn't put herself out there. She doesn't wear scandalous clothing. She doesn't take seductive pictures and videos on her social media. She's very much just, straightforward. So I think it's kind of I hate to compare it to her because I know from what she just said, that's probably the comparison she wants, but it's like Michelle Obama. She's a very beautiful woman, very intelligent. She's married to, President Barack Obama, and it's just kind of people are not going to look at her and come at her like that, like you would maybe Dwayne Wade's wife. Gabrielle Union, while she's very respectable, she's also in a lot of bikini shots and, things like that. Yeah. So I think it's the way she put herself out there. You're probably not going to get that kind of attention, Right.
Well, and I think from things that I've been reading, people are like, well, damn well that Ayesha Curry is not going to cheat on Steph Curry. I mean, anything can happen, but then
the likelihood of that happening is
very slim. But, yeah, I think that. Thank you. I think that the chances of, him probably having a slip up, given that he's a professional basketball player and got a lot of, and he's got a lot of groupies and stuff like that. Is more likely. So. I mean, I even heard someone, people, it was a lot of memes. I saw one, a couple of people was like, all Ayesha want is for Steph's uncles to be like, I see your nephew. So it's almost like she not getting that attention. But, so, people start, trying to find, where to place the blame at. So then some people were like, okay, is that representative of Steph in some sort of way?
No, I don't think so. I think it kind of goes back.
This is all her?
I think it is her. I think that she's been married for probably a really long time. Yeah. And she comes on a show talking about things like that, so you tend to open up a little bit. And I think, I've been married to John for going on, I think it's 6 years this year. We've been together for 10. You know what I mean? So he's the only person that I've been with since we've been married. So for me, it's just hard to like, or it's not hard, but I'm saying it's to be able to relate to her. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, you really, like, I get what she's saying, but you really don't want that attention from, because all you're going to be like is, I'm married, or I'm going to be like, no, thank you, or like, thanks for the compliment. But I think it goes back to, I was seeing a lot of women saying, like, even if it's another woman saying your eyebrows look great, I think people just like to feel like that attention of just someone complimenting them that's outside of someone who always does it anyway. Because it's like...
No, but like... I just find it hard to believe that she's not getting... I mean, maybe because
maybe like in her... Like, okay, if she goes to the grocery store, if she does that. Or she
but how often does she probably go to the grocery store?
Right, I don't know her life, but... I'm saying she's probably heard it. It was like, I go to the gas station, I get hollered at. You know what I mean?
Right, but now let's just assume that stopped. If all of a sudden that stopped.
I don't know that will.
With that, I don't know. That's why, you know what? And I was like, I mean, you could be any woman. So, but like I said, like, let's just assume that, you start going to the gas station. I mean, and it's crickets. It's crickets. Let's say you go to work, you go to the gas station, you go all these places, and you're not getting a hey shawty or nothing. Like, and it's not just today.
Right.
It's like for a minute. Well, do you think that would harm your?
No, it's not gonna harm how I feel about myself, or it's not gonna harm like it's like that statement. Like, I got somebody that like it. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned because that's what it is, but. I think that's why a lot of women saw her point, because it's kind of like, I guess on her end, she wanted to know, quote unquote, if she still had it. That was a weird way to say it, because I think if a guy said that, then people would react a whole lot different about it.
This was a guy. That's what a lot of people said. This was a guy having this conversation. It'd be a whole different type of thing. It's like, why you want these hoes? Get your opinion on this. So, have you heard about this? The ex-fiance of a 4-year-old, Malia Davis' mother, is reportedly in custody.
Yeah, like the father wanted to question the stepfather,
First of all, do you remember hearing the story that what happened there?
Not really.
Right.
Fill me in.
Like, so, apparently, there was this whole... Okay, obviously she went missing.
Right.
And there was this whole elaborate story that the stepfather told.
Right.
Stepfather told some story about him, his son, and the girl, Malia, were kidnapped. And they kidnapped him, and then they ended up releasing him and his son and drove off with her. So it was that was the first story.
Wow.
So when that first came out, I was even one of the first ones to be like, okay, this is very tragic, but some don't sound right. Right. I mean,
I'm sorry, it's lemonade.
Is it bussin'?
Bussin'.
Let me see.
Yeah.
That ghetto tea that they have there.
It's so good.
I cannot wait on the way here. I just drank it.
Well, so it's unfortunate because I have
full of sugar, but it's fine.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was super weird because most times you're not that lucky, especially if he was unharmed. Like,
right.
They let you and your son go and kept the girl. I was like, So, come to find out, the update, they showed video footage of him walking into her apartment, their apartment, carrying lots and lots of bleach.
What?
Yeah, lots and lots of bleach. And there was also video of him walking out of the apartment with like this garbage bag stuffed into like a hamper or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So, with that being said, the mom, she said she did a whole video of herself crying, saying that she believes that he may have, had something to do with her disappearance.
Wow.
Now, at this point, I don't think that we're talking bleach and we're talking hampers and stuff. I don't know.
That don't sound good.
Disappearance don't,
Yeah,
so,
I mean, more than a disappearance.
Prayers, of course. Prayers up that,
right.
she's okay. At this point, we haven't heard otherwise. But I bring that up to say, what do you think about that? So I saw a lot of people thinking like, I don't know if I have to look and see if they were actually married or if it's just her boyfriend.
Well, they said stepfather.
Stepfather, right?
I mean, she was married to him.
Right. I mean, you think, of course, the whole thing was everybody's like, you can't leave your children around all these, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you would think that if you get to the point where you marrying someone, you'd be able to, I don't know.
People make dumb decisions all the time. I mean, the show I wanted you to watch, 90 Day Fiancé, is a prime example. They don't know these people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying, I don't know their marriage or relationship, but it's like, some people be rushing into these things, man. You got the kids all involved, and it's like, do you know who you're actually with?
Yeah.
You know?
You're right. You bring up a good point. I don't want to sit here and down step parents and stuff like that. But because there are people who do crazy stuff like this to their own kids.
Yeah.
We still don't know the 100% truth on this. She may have had something to do with it. We don't know.
Right.
This story just sounds very, very weird, and I think it's very unfortunate.
Well, hopefully they find the 4-year-old child. I heard also she had like something about some brain surgery. She had a brain injury or something like that. So she's had a couple of surgeries prior to this incident happening. So that's what the father spoke on.
That's crazy.
He was speaking how strong she was and.
Right.
Y'all hear about the Sandra Bland?
Oh, Sandra Bland, yes.
So there was an update in the Sandra Bland case. There was always kind of confusion about it when but they had came up with, they had decided the case closed kind of in that situation. There was no wrongdoing.
Like always.
But new evidence came out, which no one knew about before, as far as public is concerned, where she apparently recorded this whole encounter herself. And that may lead to certain,
Well, even after that came out, they released the dashboard footage that showed it was a wrongful stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd they stop her?
I didn't know. I didn't look at the whole story.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know we were talking about it, but yeah, it's a mess.
That is messed up. Hopefully, her family can get some sort of resolve to that. Now that that's, more information about that.
Cleo Thomas. Who was the other one?
Milan Christopher.
And then there's Jimmy Dumas.
Every now and then I'll make a comment, and then
every day he makes a comment. Every now and then it goes viral. So another one went viral over during this week, and he had like
I had two go viral.
Oh yeah, I only saw the one.
So
I saw the one about Raz B.
A singer with the group B2K. He's taking some time off to deal with some personal issues from the tour. And if you've been following him since this tour started, it's always something, I mean, I could just remember from the beginning, it's just like I didn't think this tour was going to happen because he was the one I was worried about. Now, granted, he had situations going on where he, when he was in a group, he claimed that the person who, Chris Stokes or whatever, molested him and stuff like that. So I know he's dealt with some personal issues and demons throughout his life as a result of that.
And he's still on the tour now, right? Like, he's still dealing with Chris Stokes. Is Chris Stokes part of this tour? Because my understanding from the comments on social media was that he still has to be around this person, is what my understanding was.
So,
I got to sneeze.
not on this. Not on this good food. Not on this good food. Bless you.
Okay. I'm good.
Like I said, with damn, I'm sorry. This sweet heat.
Yeah, it's you.
From hot stuff. And I promise you, I don't like hot sauce. I don't like hot stuff at all. But this, it's not as friendly to the throat as it used to be. Well, you tell yours up, man.
I did. It was really good. I think I have 2 pieces left. 1 piece left. No, 2 pieces. And I'm going to finish them. The fish was definitely the best. The fish.
Wait a minute. What is this? You didn't eat all the fish?
These are the crumb, like the edges.
You don't like the edges?
I like the meat.
Ow.
I like all that edge.
Better get up on these cracklings, girl. The thing with Raz B was that, like I said, it's always since he's been on the tour, it's always been something. And I made a post. So the most recent one was at Raz B. Literally the day or two before, there was a whole post about Raz B. Looking for an Uber driver. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
He was looking for his Uber driver because he left like a lot of money. And
I thought some sunglasses or something like that.
who knows? Probably.
He had something about some sunglasses.
But it was money too.
Okay, but
and before that,
it was sunglasses. It was like a fan returned my sunglasses. And I'm like, what the?
So
heck
he's
is
sitting here.
sunglasses?
He ended up buying a new set of sunglasses. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's been,
every week there's something.
Week before that,
going on
maybe he walked off in one of the shows. I forgot what it was. He walked off the stage.
When people paid like good. That's the thing about artists that like bothers me. Like it goes back to like Lauryn Hill. Like 0 respect for people's.
I didn't know we were gonna talk about Miss Lauryn Hill.
Well, I'm just saying because like she's late for everything. Like she like performs less than the time she's supposed to. So with that being said, it's like
but you know what you're getting. So the thing that happens with Raz B, like we just said, a lot of that stuff happened day after day after day after day.
Yeah.
The most recent thing is that he's decided to leave the tour for a short while. I don't know if it's for a stop or for a couple stops, but until he can kind of, get some personal things that he was dealing with together.
Right.
And I saw that in the Shade Room.
What did you call
this is before I see everyone what they're commenting. I just make my little comment. I say drama queen. I just tell them.
And they lit his ass.
I'm gonna tell you. I turn my app back on. Usually when I make a comment and it's lit like that, everybody's like, yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, you won. I come back in, and it's not even that I had the top comment. It's like, because I only had maybe like 200, 300 likes maybe. I can't remember. But I swear, the mental health people were out there for me. So, there are people arguing that you're calling him a drama queen, and it's not funny because he's dealing with mental health issues, and that's not funny.
Right.
Which is not. But I didn't. This kind of is just like a two-handed question here. Like, people are so quick to blame someone's mistakes or their bad behavior on mental health. Mm-hmm. Now, some people, granted, probably do have mental health issues. And, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, we're so quick to try and diagnose this man with some sort of mental illness and you don't know that for sure.
Versus just taking responsibility for
your actions. That can happen. You have a lot of drama going on. You know, whatever. Like I said, a drama queen. But within my comments, they lit me up. Like I said, the drama, the mental health people.
Yeah.
I was all types of, how dare you say this about people? What is your problem? What is your problem? And then, but then people start, I thought it was funny.
Right.
People started really coming for me. Somebody said, oh, and you call yourself a Christian? Because I have that I'm a Christian in my bio. She obviously tried to go to my page, which is private. Mm-hmm. She's probably going to try to light me up in my DMs or something, but it wasn't going to work.
Right.
That's fine. Call yourself a Christian, whatever. I mean, they had a whole thread going between them. Yeah, girl, they the most judgmental ones. I was like, oh, God. Somebody literally said, somebody called me a rapist in there as well.
What? Why?
I don't know. never in my life been called a rapist.
Why would somebody say that?
The fact that she said, she was like, yeah, whatever, rapist.
What was the context though? Like,
It was literally that. Okay, rapist.
Wait, I gotta find this comment.
I'm thinking in my head like,
I gotta find this comment now. Hold on.
you would have thought I knew this girl the way.
Did you? No, I hear you.
Hell no.
Okay.
I think my comment of him being, but this is before. Okay, so mind you, this man has not been diagnosed to any of our knowledge in the public sphere as being mentally ill. There are people.
Well, the public diagnosed him.
The public diagnosed him, which
He's
is not
been
okay.
diagnosed by
So if
the-
I go out there and I start acting, you know, just irate and stuff like that, you're gonna. And I've been through stuff in my life that some people might, you know, on the outside might look and say, "Oh, okay, he's acting out because of that." No, I ain't acting out because anything that happened to me as a child. I'm acting out because I just want to wild out, you know. So I don't know, these rich people problems kill me. It's just like, come on. Like, so I guess I want to know from the viewers and from you, do you think my comment, just that simple comment, was so insensitive that it warranted me? Did you see where I was called the rapist?
No, they must have deleted it. They probably deleted it, which they should.
Yeah, because I started commenting. I was like, that's so rude.
That's out, and you guys are saying that it is mental health issues, and it's not funny to call him dramatic, all this kind of stuff. Okay, that's fine, but like obviously him being back on tour and that dude's presence is obviously affecting him because he's doing all this, or he's a drama queen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, which it's one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll, you know, all that to say, if people took that a certain way, I do apologize. I'm not, you know, too big to sit up there and say, I think people really took that comment the wrong way. And
I think they just looked at the past. I think they looked at
yeah,
like what he went through.
I definitely did.
And they empathized with that. And they felt maybe you were being, maybe they felt like you should have known what his past was. And maybe you should have known that he is on tour with that same guy that he accused. But I think at this point, you're a grown. I mean, before you were like, you know, he was 16, 17, 18 back then,
Younger,
right?
probably.
He was young, maybe younger than that. So I get it. That's kind of probably like against, you know, but like now you're an adult, a grown man that makes sure it's just like, you don't have to go on that tour.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be there, it has to be in his face.
Yeah.
I would recommend that you seek some counseling.
Yeah, for sure.
Some therapy.
So we definitely wish Raz B the best with his mental health and that he's, you know, doing things better to, you know, make himself get well. So well wishes to Raz B. So with that being said, you know, this is what I finished up mine. I'm like stuffed. Like nothing but chicken bones here.
Same. Jimmy got offended that I had catfish.
Yeah, like
cracklings, I think he called it.
Yeah, that's some cracklings.
I just like the meat.
You're supposed to eat that.
I don't want just the meat.
And you ain't even eat your bread.
Oh, that I don't want all those carbs. This was already fried.
Okay, so that being said, the food here, what'd you rate it? Hot stuff. It's pretty good.
It was amazing.
They didn't get us our blue cheese, but
yeah, I love blue cheese. They didn't give me the blue cheese. I needed it. This was amazing. I eat hot stuff every now and then. What I didn't have that was new was the fish. I hadn't had their fish before.
had their fish.
Nope. So it was worth it. I liked it.
So check him out. Like the guy at the front desk, he was like super nice. He was super cool. He, you know, I spilled my lemonade and all that stuff, and he got me in there with no complaints. He got me extra ranches and stuff like that without charging me. And it looks like they're doing some sort of renovations and stuff like that. So definitely check them out. They're over there on Bell Road in Antioch, Tennessee, if you want to look them up. So definitely, I appreciate you for hanging out and doing this and going over some topicals and enjoying this. This is my first mukbang, actually.
My first
and
one,
I plan
too.
on doing a lot. Of course, you know, maybe not too much. So this is a mukbang bang. So.
I want to know in the comments, like, just your thought of it. I personally don't like mukbangs. Or maybe it's the, what is it, ASMR or something like that. That's I don't like the sound.
Do you want to see us do ASMR? If you do, you got to definitely hit that like button. And I want to hear you tell us what you want to do, what you want to see us eat, and we'll do ASMR next time. Or
the noise just makes me cringe.
Yeah, or if you just want to see us eat another, somewhere else, just, let us know in the comments. And, if you want to look my friend up here, you can follow her at
At I think it's just Luca Halisi on Instagram. It may be an underscore. Let me check. I don't know. Is it?
It's Luca_Halisi.
I'm glad you know it.
Yes.
I don't look at my own stuff, so
And
there you go. You can follow me if you want to.
like, comment, subscribe to my channel here. It is Jim Reacts. You can also find me at Jimmy_D_elitist on Instagram. And let us know if you want to see more of these videos and more of these topics here. So other than that, it was good hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time.